the United States, Andrea Allen.
So, Andrea, when you're ready, take your time.
Is it on? Yay!
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for your patience. And if I could get my music turned on, please. Thank you. All right, let's go. Start my time. Hello, judges. I'm Andrea Allen. I'm the co-founder of Onyx Coffee Lab, and I'm the 2020 U.S. Barista Champion. And I am grateful to be here today, serving you some of the world's most beautiful coffees, both from Colombia. My goal is to treat you with what I have prepared specifically for these moments, so please let your guards down. I'm going to go ahead and grind all of my coffee right now, so just take a moment, settle in, and relax, and I'll be right back. All right, let's begin. There is this concept that I love called a palimpsest. It's an ancient manuscript where writing is removed, and as new things are written, the indentation of the old words remains. For me, it's about the layers of the past influencing the future. 18 months ago, hospitality as we know it ended. Service became only what was necessary, utilitarian, survival. The beauty and artistry of specialty coffee was lost. Social, physical, and philosophical isolation became normal. And yet, here we all are, reintroducing ourselves to the very highest stage of coffee, asking one another, what's next? Today, I want to humbly appeal to us, the baristas, to reclaim hospitality. When I reflect on all of the great hospitality experiences in my life, I can distill them all down to three things: kindness, flavor, and touch. Let's begin this layered experience with the kindness of espresso and milk. I'm using a resurrected species of coffee called Eugenioides, produced by my friend Julian Holguin at Finca Immaculata. Now, the Eugenioides is very difficult to extract. So therefore, I've updosed to 26 grams in, pulled 42 out in 24 seconds. Now, the Eugenioides also contains almost no acidity, but its complexity in sugar development binds with fat, making it perfect for milk, creating unique confectionery notes. Let's go over those notes together now. In this drink, you're going to experience the flavor of lightly salted caramel, a rich yellow cake batter note, melted dark chocolate ice cream, and vanilla. The tactile experience is a heavy weight. The texture is extremely thick, buttery, and it has a long-lasting, sweet, oil-like finish of cocoa butter and a little vanilla. Thank you. It's a pleasure to serve you again. Thank you. Now, freshly drawn milk does not contain lactic acid. Rather, it's produced by bacteria as milk ages. So in order to create balance, I'm using a 19-day-old milk to maximize acidity, and then I freeze distilled it for texture. Milk and espresso is truly a combination for the masses, taking many forms across the world, bridging the gap between new and aficionado. And it is through this initial service that kindness begins to crack that shell of isolation. It pushes back against the necessity of caffeine and the sense of the utilitarian, creating instead comfort through flavor, familiarity, and social routine, turning strangers into friends. This is how we begin. Thank you and enjoy. Let's layer espresso as our flavor course. So because that Eugenoides has all of the complex sweetness, but almost no acidity, I wanted to turn to the Serra Azul Geisha. Thank you. Produced by my friend Rigoberto Herrera. Now, this coffee represents a palimpsest of my own. I have competed with it for 8 years. I've worked in the industry for 20. Time can take away what we love about coffee, but humble service from producers, combined with amazing coffees, layer together, marking me, changing me, and opening the door to create and reincorporate beauty in our industry. So for this espresso, I've got 11 grams of the Eugenoides, over which I'm gonna layer 11 grams of the Serra Azul. This espresso is about adding another layer on top of the Eugenoides to create complexity, synergy, balance, and a new and better flavor. Let's consider human nature. What is our reaction to amazing flavor experiences? Is it to immediately consume again? No. Rather, we call up a friend and we tell them about it and we invite them to join us. We share instinctively, and that is beautiful. When kindness breaks down the walls, it leaves room for truly exquisite flavor to draw us in. If you will, please first do a crema evaluation and then wait to taste. I also will be stirring for you. Thank you. It's nice to see you again. In this espresso, you're gonna experience a botanical note of rose throughout, a sweet red grapefruit, a delicious ripe papaya with just a hint of salt, and panela, which is unrefined cane sugar, known for its sweetness and subtle minerality. The tactile experience is a medium weight. The texture is round, silky, and coating. And the finish lingers with citrus oil, recalling the rose and a grapefruit tannin. This espresso has become an old friend of mine, and I can't wait for you to meet it. Enjoy the flavor. Think about our industry and the way that kindness breaks down walls and then flavor draws us in. Now take a moment and let those become part of our shared history. Let's reimagine the espresso. But this time, I've used only Serra Azul for that first layer. 20.5 in, 42 out at 17 seconds. Now, you tasted the Eugenioides earlier with milk, but on its own, it has this distinct tropical and papaya note, an earthy, almost sugary sweetness, and of course, its famed dense body. So for the second layer, I'll be utilizing ingredients of the actual Eugenioides flavor profile. So I put my espresso with 45 grams of clotted cream, which is just basically the top of fresh cream. Now I'm gonna add 10 grams of pureed papaya, 10 grams of passion fruit, 10 grams of maple syrup, and an egg white. Now, I'm gonna blend these together to homogenize, then I'll shake it with ice to cool. This drink, both literally and figuratively, represents these two coffees. Each drink will contain 21 grams of the Serra Azul espresso and 21 grams of the Eugenioides-like ingredients, creating a 50-50 representation of the espresso. Synergy can be described as when ingredients come together and the combination is greater than the parts that made it. And that is a great description for this drink. It is unique and curious in that 4 complex flavors are created through unexpected ingredients. Each ingredient is important in my flavor calls. In this drink, you're going to experience a botanical aroma of rose, recalling the espresso. Orange creamsicle, which is a combination of orange sherbet and vanilla ice cream. The flavor of butterscotch. A delicious chocolate malt. And drinking yogurt. The tactile experience is a heavy weight. The texture is thick, viscous, and coating. And the finish lingers with chocolate notes, feeling slick and creamy like cocoa butter. Now, as we circle this familiar ground together, our experience becomes more complex, more intentional, and more communal. I'll be coming by to wash your hands with rose water. Please hold out the hand that you drink with and just keep a hold of the clipboard with your other hand. Okay. I often remember this moment just before the pandemic when Julian, the producer of the Eugenioides, serenaded my husband John at a restaurant for his birthday, pardon me. It was a simple gesture, but has become a symbol of joy, culture, love, and courage. sometimes we have to take a step towards another to create hospitality, thank you, and end isolation. I wash your hands today with the desire to draw us out of our set ideologies and isolation just for a moment, to create real human connection, to acknowledge the loneliness that we have all endured in this season, and to recognize that we are all in this together. It is touch that creates change, turning strangers into a community. And it is the barista that is poised to recreate the beauty and artistry of hospitality. Now, if you will please wait to drink until I call time, but go ahead and take the straw in your drinking hand and slide it through the hole in the mirror. Trust is important here. When I call time, inhale across your hands for aroma and enjoy.
30 seconds.
For the last decade, I've been asking our industry what is next. And I am convinced that it's not looking into what your cup that's important, but rather looking to the left, looking to the right, and looking forward. It's us. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my absolute pleasure. And that's my time.
Thank you, Andrea Allen from the United States.